Welcome to Your English Coach. I'm an English teacher from the UK, from England, living in Italy for the past 7 years. And I teach in schools here and also in Switzerland, it's very near to where we live. And I do a lot of teaching online now. Quite excited about the prospect of teaching large numbers through my channel. So it would be very interesting for me if you could let me know where you're from, how long you have been learning English, what you find difficult about learning English, or what points are easier for you, and also why you enjoy learning English. So the first lesson on the channel is the differences between be used to doing, get used to doing, and used to do. I think it's very important to understand this difference because they seem very similar, but they are different. And perhaps if we are watching a movie or we are listening to a conversation, we can get very confused. So let's try and understand better these differences. So here is just an example of how it can be confusing to hear this. I used to only drive on the left side of the road because I lived in England, UK. But now I live in Italy and I am used to driving in Italy. It took me a long time to get used to driving on the right side of the road, but now I am used to doing this. So we heard a few times used to, right? And maybe we kind of follow what's going on here, but it makes a lot more sense if we fully define these differences. And you see here, it's I used to plus infinitive. So that's the infinitive form of the verb, like do, eat, go, sleep. And that means something that I did regularly in the past. It was a past habit, but it's something I don't do now. It's changed. Okay? So we use this one to speak about past habits. We can say, I used to play rugby, but I don't now. I used to go cycling, but I don't now. I used to live in England, but now I live in Italy. So you see, something has changed. The second meaning, did you notice? I am used to driving on the right. What does that mean? Well, this means that now I am accustomed to. I have experience of driving on the right now, and now it's no problem for me. It's normal. Because if I say I am not used to driving on the right, well, that means that it's difficult for me. I'm not accustomed to this yet. Can you give me an example of used to doing something? Are you used to speaking English around many people together? Are you used to speaking English in groups of friends? Are you used to waking up early? Is this something that you do often? So is it easy for you? Did you notice I also said it took me a long time to get used to driving on the right? Now, if we use get in the sentence, this actually shows the process of becoming accustomed to something. Yeah? And even if it's something that we are learning or we are studying now, something that is becoming familiar for us, we can say, I am getting used to. Here's an example. Now, many of us are in quarantine. We are in our houses. We cannot go outside. At the beginning, this was very difficult. But now, after 2 months, I am getting used to staying at home. That's quite sad, huh? I am getting used to cutting my own hair. I am getting used to working from home. Before, I traveled to the schools, but now I am used to working from home. It would be wonderful if you could write an example in the comments box of each example. Can you give me an example of I used to, past habits? I am used to doing something, anything. I would look forward to seeing your comments. But if you need some assistance with your sentence, I would be happy to make some corrections for you in the comments box. Okay, so let's play a quick game with used to do for past habits. I'm going to tell you 3 things about me, and 2 are the truth and 1 is a lie. And you have to use your understanding to try and see what the truth is and what the lie is, okay? Let's see if I'm good at lying or terrible at lying. Let's see. Maybe you can write in the comments what you think the answer is. And I will give you the answer on the next video. My first teaching job was in China. I moved there for a period of time, and that's where I got my first teaching experience. It was a great experience being there, and I learned many things. So that's number 1. Number 2, I used to be a gymnast. So I used to do gymnastics. That was my sport. And I trained many hours. I trained for around 20 hours a week. So it was very intensive. Okay, story number 3. I used to live in Rome, Italy. It was a wonderful experience. I made many great friends living there. I fell in love with the culture. My house, where I was staying, was around 10 minutes walking to the Colosseum. So it was really wonderful to go for a walk in the evening. And my friends there, we used to go out and walk around the Colosseum at night. Let me know what you think the truth was. Guys, this was the first lesson today. I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.